Hello everyone and welcome to my playthrough of the Jurassic World Evolution 1 DLC campaign Return to Jurassic Park. This is going to be a modded playthrough. I wanted to get the ball rolling on some Evolution content before Evolution 3 inevitably releases in like later this month, in less than a few weeks actually. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Again, it's modded. Let's see if it actually functions properly, and let's just get into it. There's that good old Isla Nublar 93 map loading screen. Love this title part. I'm gonna turn down the game's recording audio a little bit. There we go. Ba-da-da-da-da. Now I am doing this with the licensed music turned off, because I don't want to get my videos copyright struck.
This is so cool! It gets so much better, Mr. Cabot, believe me.
I didn't believe you the first time, John.
This is the abuse I'm paying for.
We all have our doubts, John.
But we want to believe. We just need assurances.
What's it like, seeing a dinosaur for the first time?
Oh, it's like, it's like the early days of a new romance. It's fascinating and exhilarating, until the fangs and the claws come out.
It's definitely a profound moment. It made an impression on me. Let's put it that way.
This is why Jurassic Park must succeed, Dr. Grant. I want the world to have that same profound memory.
You know, I could do without some of the memories of this place.
That's precisely why I asked you all to take this journey again. Had you been part of the process earlier, perhaps our first time around would have been different. A mistake I'm correcting.
We're giving you a chance to prove it, John.
More importantly, we're giving these dinosaurs a chance to live in harmony with the modern world.
However tenuous and unwise that may be.
I'm going to prove it to you all. And Dr. Malcolm, I'm going to prove you wrong.
First time for everything, I suppose.
All right. I'm going to, first things first, turn down the voice volume quite a bit, because it might not be as loud.
As you can imagine, everything is a wee bit of a muddle on Isla Nublar, so we'll have our work cut out for us.
Yes, a return to the scene of the crime, as it were.
What
And I believe that, go back there, JWE color grading, let's set that to the right setting.
Hubris, John. Something that'll hopefully be managed a little more thoroughly this time.
I admit that I may have been too enthusiastic, and that it may have led to blind spots.
We are gonna get started
Finch along with us.
So,
on mission
what
1 in
kind
the
of
meantime.
science are you studying, Cabot?
Business.
Business? Oh, great. The last thing we need more of.
There, and there's the first transmission.
After reviewing everything with Mr. Hammond, we'll need to start by placing an arrival point. Then, we can restore the core facilities and get a ranger outpost up and running.
We?
Well, you, actually, Dr. Grant. And Dr.
There we
Snyder
go.
and Dr. Malcolm.
Much to do, but it sounds easy enough.
Helipad.
This, aren't you, Finch?
You know what? Until this is completed, then we are going to start. I'm already gonna start tranquilizing the raptors right away.
You nervous to be back, Dr. Grant?
You know, the last time I was here, I left in kind of a hurry. And I want to make absolutely sure
All right,
what
let's get
happened
to it.
isn't repeated ever again, so I've returned. Reluctantly. On the positive side of the ledger, it's a chance to work with living dinosaurs. Does that paint a clearer picture for you?
Completely, Dr. Grant. And Mr. Hammond seems pretty confident we can
Dart.
get everything working as designed. And
Dart.
intended.
Confidence is not something John Hammond lacks. Competence, however,
Is something I pride myself in, Dr. Grant. We'll need to repair the geothermal power station to start.
okay, once that is done, we can focus on the visitor center. Repaired and powered, it should give us a solid base of operations.
Damn it. Okay, there goes another galley. Unfortunate. No. Down.
Taking back control. Asset to be collected.
So we already have to get rid of all of the dead Gallimimus in the park. While we're here, we'll drive through here to the raptor exhibit. And then back around to the power plant. Oh, and the visitor center, because I apparently didn't do that yet. And I need it done, so. Is it not repaired, people? Because I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, there we go. Okay.
You know, I was reluctant to come back here for obvious reasons, but then I realized
There.
I was even more reluctant to stay away because nature would take its course as it always does.
I'm gonna
I felt the
trank
same.
that.
Still, there's no denying this is the single most important place on Earth right now. Perhaps ever.
Perhaps, but what of Dr. Grant?
He and I are a team. Through thick and thin, you know?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna
Still,
get the bunker set up.
Chaos, Dr. Sattler. Chaos has me contemplating whether we can actually make things better or just delay the inevitable.
It all comes down to responsibility. The last time we were here, we were Hammond's guests. This time,
Need him to hit
we're
his shot now.
ours. Now we have the knowledge and the means to make a change.
Ambitious, Dr. Sattler. That's ambitious, but
There we go.
I
That
do
should
like
be
the,
it.
Sentiment.
Good. I'll need a research module added to the visitor
There.
center. Then we can get a look at the different fencing available.
Let's add an emergency bunker to that list as well. I mean, you know, we've both experienced how effective fences have been in the past.
Request acknowledged.
I'm gonna temporarily just put them all. At least put that one inside of the area. Don't have enough research teams, but that's fine. And of course I killed the galley, of course.
Asset has been collected. Heading to collect the asset.
Okay.
Mr. Hammond is very concerned. We're getting reports of staff injuries.
Velociraptors. Okay, we have to get them enclosed in the raptor pen.
Aren't you an expert on raptors, Dr. Grant?
I think that it'd be fair to say that Raptors and Dr. Grant have
You go repair that
history.
now.
Devoting your life to the study of an animal means accepting the harsh truth that it would try to kill you if you ever came face to face with it.
You did come face to face with
Oh, look at
Which
that.
was impossible before Jurassic Park. So that had to count for something.
Just gonna accelerate the process.
Counted for a lot of sleepless nights.
And I am well aware. There we go.
So our goal now is get everything under control, right?
control. No, Finch. The best you can hope for on Isla Nublar is managed chaos. Okay?
And that is why you are here, Dr. Malcolm.
So, not my sparkling personality then?
We just need Jurassic Park manageable, chaos and all. Then we can think about larger plans.
John, Alan and I still really aren't comfortable opening the park to tourists.
That is kind of an understatement.
I understand your sentiment and your concerns, but all in due course. And I do seem to remember seeing the public at your dig site in the Badlands. Charged them, didn't you?
Those donations help fund our research.
As did I.
For which we are grateful.
But it's really no different than what we are doing here at Jurassic Park, Dr. Sattler. Just on an, admittedly, much grander scale.
And with more theatrics and buttered popcorn.
We all know your vision, John.
Love this game's writing, honestly.
It really needs work.
That is why you are all here. To make sure this dream, my dream, doesn't die.
And there is one other major difference between us, John. In Montana, Ellie and I were pulling dinosaur fossils out of the ground. And here, it's the dinosaurs that are trying to put us into the ground.
And isn't that exciting?
Finch, you really need to learn when to stop talking.
They do not like the man at all, clearly. I'm going to flatten this. I want to get us to a point where we can kind of just have a bit of a look at the dinos. Mission 1 complete, that's good.
It's still going to take a while to properly organize and restore the scientific data. Dr. Wu left behind a ton of material.
After Nedry's sabotage, it's a miracle we have anything to work with.
True. But between the storm, dinosaurs, and whatever Nedry did to the computers, the records and documentation are a mess.
But you think it can be done?
If we can make dinosaurs, then we should be able to sort paperwork and organize computer files.
Can we make dinosaurs? Or are these just impressive
Ooh.
replicas?
Oh, they're alive, Alan.
We're gonna go over here.
Scientifically accurate as possible. Hammond scientists made their mistake by substituting amphibian DNA.
And hiring wrong people.
But now Hammond has the right ones. Us.
I don't know what he sees in that Cabot kid.
People say that to me about you.
Oh, do they? People. People like Dr. Rockstar.
Make a few easy bucks.
You know what I could use? Pictures of the dinosaurs. I'll get together a list of specific photos that I need.
Never thought I'd be able to take photos of dinosaurs before. That's a first.
Ooh, and Alan, the lens cap.
Sleeping
I want
Bracky.
images.
I'll remember this time.
Let's get a few of this creatures on frame. Look at that bunch of money.
Mr. Hammond is gonna love this shot.
And socializing parasaurs. There we go.
That's a really nice photo.
All life has
Let's recharge
two
this.
instinctual impulses that no amount of tinkering or engineering, biological or otherwise, can ever hope to overcome. 1, survival. 2, reproduction. With man, you can add a third, domination.
Man? Oh boy. Alright, anyway, you're not wrong, which is even more reason we'll need to research a drug to act as a countermeasure to the dinosaurs' breeding.
Well, they've had a free run of the island for a while, so we've got to assume that they've been mating. It would be a recurrence plot.
Which is what, exactly?
Although the world is in
Okay.
a constant state of chaos, certain events can be predicted because they happen repeatedly, regardless of the initial conditions. And an organism trying to perpetuate its DNA would be one of those. Or maybe it's the tropical island paradise setting. You know, works for newlyweds.
You know, it could also be the food.
Yeah, perhaps, but considering what some of the dinosaurs have consumed, let's hope not.
I think we've developed a drug that should inhibit breeding. Dr. Malcolm, can you get a team together to administer it?
Well, a ranger team can shoot them with darts, while I watch safely and securely from a distance.
Do these ranger teams ever do ride-alongs?
You know, for you, Finch, I believe they'd make an exception.
Honestly, Frontier's writing for Malcolm in particular, which I mean, it's to be expected, but that particularly is genuinely top notch. Love that, honestly. Okay. You might be wondering what I'm doing. I like to, when I play this campaign, create enclosures for the dinosaurs. I know some people just have them wandering about like they by default do on the map. I personally like to do proper exhibits for them, so that's what I'm doing here. Oh, I am gonna try putting a little more effort into making the terrain look good this time around. And I want this to be the Para and Brachiosaur exhibit. Like a small dent in the woods in the tree line here. Set up that. We're gonna also get a feeder for the brackies. And then I'm going to want to apply those upgrades. First things first, we're tranquilizing all of the Brachiosaurus. So that's 5 of them. And then some of the Parasaurs.
Setting additional task. Acknowledged.
Those are the creatures that I want to have in this first herbivore enclosure. We'll put the appropriate signs next to the tour track. Plan to have it go through here around that bend, and then I think we could have it go like this around this little bit of forest around there and through here, and then in the side here, and then this just before where they go into the side. Can be something along the lines of some sort of carnivore exhibit. Because I'm gonna see what creatures we have on here. It's not too much. That is the one downside to this campaign. You have a limited species selection. Oh, I forgot that makes noise. Yeah, brackies, trikes. This is what we have so far. That's basically what's in the park.
Picking up asset.
We're gonna just move all of them into the enclosure.
Asset collection request received.
We're gonna eventually do the same thing for the galleys, the trikes, all of that. Gonna wait for him to down this particular one.
Transit has commenced. En route to pick up the asset. Asset transportation in progress. Asset
Just like so, we can begin systematically moving all of the dinosaurs into their own respective enclosures. Which I think is the best way to do this. The Brachy. Another para. What dino trap? Oh, it's something rummaging around near the jeeps. Got it. Jesus. Okay.
Transportation complete. Asset delivery confirmed.
Gonna have him also.
Asset
Oh, it
delivery
just got
confirmed.
outright destroyed. Damn. Yeah, while he's at it, I'm gonna have him
Acknowledged.
start deploying the countermeasure measure
Asset transit.
onto some of the creatures.
Has been completed.
Also, can probably just from here. Can I
Asset transported.
get them from here? The brackies. Yeah, no problem. Take him down. Well, I mean, not like kill them, but, you know,
Transporting
tranquilize. In the foot, damn.
collecting asset.
I
Acknowledging
wanted to have a sort of like homage to the original Jurassic Park with this first enclosure. I like how that looks, so.
confirming asset delivery.
I'm gonna have him, after this, go to the Dilo exhibit. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's gonna go for the Para and then the Dilos. So we're gonna have him, he is not the fastest about this, is he? Bonk. Gonna shoot one of the Paras with this. Oh, come on. There.
Asset has been delivered. Delivery complete.
Then we're gonna go through the gate. Oh, come on. Get in there. Now, granted, this isn't by any means a blind playthrough. I know full well how this campaign goes.
It's happening again, Hammond.
No, I won't allow it.
You may not have that choice, John.
Finch, I need to know. Do you have a report?
It looks like the computer systems are under attack. John, we're being hacked.
Dr. Malcolm is correct. The corrupted code is also
Ba-ba-da-da,
affecting power.
ba-da-da-da.
No.
Don't say the gates are open.
I won't, but they are.
Not for long.
Protection needs to be our top priority. For the dinosaurs and the staff.
I'm staff, right?
Let's get the power grid back. That should help with staff safety.
And I am staff, obviously.
I've got programmers hardening the code as we speak.
Finch, you'll help us get the personnel secured.
Yes, the personnel, the staff, of which I am unquestionably one.
Sabotage resolved.
Okay, there we go. Have the ones that are idle get to work as well. It's not even gonna get to a lot of this, but whatever. Whoa. Yeah, the Jeeps act very funny sometimes when the AI is controlling them, admittedly. They act very much unreal. They act like a child moving them around with his hand.
Sabotage resolved.
We've identified
We're
some
good
residual
on that
files
front.
in the park operations software. I wonder how they got missed the first time around.
You've plugged the holes, though, right?
There's some new counter-espionage software.
There we go.
Just needs final testing.
Keep people out of our business. Mr. Hammond would also like to make sure the dinosaurs are secure and comfortable. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Right. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's the most common and least true words spoken at Jurassic Park.
Hello. Okay, right. So mods I have the only ones we can see right now. The Jurassic Park expansion pack. We can see it in the Brachy, the Parasaurs, the Dilophosaurus, Galleys, and Trikes that we have here right now. Makes them a lot more accurate to how they looked in the original film, basically. I'm not gonna get started on the, what's it called yet, but yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think we're gonna be taking the Sorna in a second. If I'm not,
I'm satisfied
yeah.
with the latest reports on park security. Now we can move on to the next great challenge, the dinosaurs. For that, we'll have to journey to the companion island, Isla Sorna.
All right. I think Evolution 1 really was the best the community ever was.
We call it Site B. Originally a massive holding pen and secondary research facility for our dinosaurs. Spared no expense.
Didn't want to keep all your eggs in one incubator, huh, John?
Aye, that is certainly one way to look at it.
And another way, John?
Yeah, it's also about the diversity of the environment.
In other words, you weren't sure they'd survive on Isla Nublar.
Darwin's most famous works were centered on species he studied on the Galapagos Islands. Isolated.
It also has the benefit of keeping our work away from prying eyes.
Yeah, and making potential rescue like thousands of miles away.
Always the negative with you, Dr. Malcolm.
All right.
For now, we focus on the job at hand. Cabot.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hammond. So I think we'll need a new base of operations. Ranger outpost and visitor center, maybe? Would make a good headquarters.
Okay, so we got a few more creatures here. Again, mostly the Jurassic Park expansion pack mod. We have our Stegosaurus. We have here two new ones, Corythosaurus and Pachycephalosaurus.
Know about this island?
Of course not. We're in the dark as much as you are, Dr. Malcolm.
Who knows? Maybe it's
And
just inferior brains that can't cope with
Mamenchisaurus.
Well, uncertainty, you know, can be a guiding light.
Really like this
Chaos
guy.
is about the unexpected, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, I'm here because of the dinosaurs.
And because of the lovely Dr. Sattler. If if I'm not mistaken.
That's really not any business of yours.
There we go. We're going to gate that area off. If I can, anyway. I don't think I can. Never mind. Let's just start on a quest, actually. Let's just... So we want to keep this relatively compact, as is within capability anyhow. Can I somehow squeeze this in here? Hold on, if not, okay, we're gonna prioritize putting this thing down then. Because if I can just squeeze that in, that's gonna save a lot of space. That's the one problem players face on this map, it's space. And we need a power plant building. I don't know how it is on the recording, but this is all very loud to me. Okay. So we have some cool dinos on here. Check the database real quick. This Brachiosaur. I'm gonna just look through all of these. I haven't got any mods to change the icons for the dinos, so the images are all still the same as they are in the original game, so that reflects their unmodded appearance. I will say, once Evolution 3 comes out, I am probably going to be using mods on that game as well. Especially to change some of the dino appearances, and maybe to get some clearer sexual dimorphism into the game. Because I'm not completely satisfied with all of it.
Alan, we need to test our breeding countermeasure on Isla Sorna's wild dinosaur
Okay.
population.
Okay, Ellie. I've identified a suitable group of dinosaurs. Let's isolate them from the rest to perform tests.
No problem. Request acknowledged.
There we go. I'm gonna just send both of them out. I'm gonna turn this into one massive exhibit, basically. With space inside of it. The reason for which you'll see later on, if you're familiar with the campaign, you know why. There we go. So I'm gonna change the position of that one to right there. In the meantime, we need water. These stegos are going to need food. And they're going to need foliage. Trees, pretty much, to be specific. That should be it. Okay. One of them fell off the mountain, apparently.
En route to collect the asset. En route to pick up the asset. Asset collection.
So I want to, in the meantime, oh, we don't have, there, let's construct a research module into the visitor center.
The asset. Picking up asset.
Ooh,
Asset being transported.
there we go.
Collecting asset. Asset transportation in progress.
That is now underway. With that underway, I'm going to end this first episode off here. I want this to be a multi-parter. Next episode, we will look at some of the new dinosaurs. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified of the next part, and goodbye.